So I have with me now Mr. Branislav Strýček, CEO and Chairman of the Board Slovenske Elektrarne, here at the World Utilities Congress. Welcome, Mr. to Abu Dhabi.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Let me start by asking you, everybody's talking about renewable energy now and the energy transition and all of that. Can renewable energy satisfy peak electricity demand now?
Renewable energy itself, for sure not. Without combining the renewables with, in my opinion, in nuclear, at least in some parts of the world, and in a short term, most probably even with gas, we are not ready for the full transition. Even though I must say that some of the events which are happening recently, like the war in Ukraine, will most probably speed up and accelerate the process of transition, at least in Europe, because of the effort to become independent from Russian supply of gas.
It highlighted as well the energy security around the world, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Over-dependence on one country, which is additionally not stable and not predictable, proved to be a wrong strategy.
Tell me a bit about the nuclear and the role it will play in this transition.
As the company I work for, we already operate 4 reactors, and we are about to commission the new one next month, and 1 year later another nuclear reactor. We are absolutely convinced that nuclear will play a significant role, not just in the transition to renewables, but even going forward. It provides immense amount of the secure, predictable, stable baseload, which the renewables are not able to provide. Additionally, in the geographies like Europe, 25% of the energy is supplied from the nuclear. So in case you want to replace coal, gas, and also nuclear, it's quite impossible to make it happen in a predictable amount and short period of time. So the nuclear must remain as a significant part of the energy mix. Additionally, as we can see, there are efforts of several countries to build the new nuclear power plants. Hungary started the new construction. Poland is preparing the tender for issuing for the 2 new units. Czech Republic has issued the tender for the new unit. Belgium has prolonged operation of its fleet by 10 years. Holland has allocated money to identify the new location for the plant. French EDF has launched the plan for the new builds. So actually, I do not want to call it yet the renaissance, but definitely the new wave of new nuclear units coming into the market is underway.
That must also pose some challenges. What are the main challenges facing the nuclear sector, in your opinion?
First, it's a supply chain. There has been not many power plants being constructed in the recent history. Hence, it's definitely a challenge. Plus the public acceptance. In the countries where the nuclear is currently present, like Slovakia, there is very high acceptance because we got used to it over the dozens of years of the reliable operations. We do not see any problem with it. Actually, we are happy that we have it because it's a secure supply of the energy. But in the countries where the nuclear is not present at the moment, there is a resistance which needs to be overcome.
So do you agree that energy sector before Russia-Ukraine crisis and after is not the same? It's a new era.
It's definitely a new era. We can see what is happening with the electricity prices in Europe, where we went from 50 euros to over 200 euros per megawatt hour. Which definitely has an impact on how we are looking to the strategy going forward. So there is a completely new landscape in front of us.
One advice you give to the countries?
Build as much as possible of renewables, because those are not dependent on fuels, which you need to bring from certain countries. or invest into the technologies which are competitive, can give you a significant amount of energy, like, for example, hydro, which is also renewable, and nuclear. So that's for me the mix we will be looking at going forward. Renewables, nuclear, and I believe also hydrogen will play a significant role in the coming future.